All right, still with us, criminal defense attorney Lara Yeretsian from Los Angeles. Thank you for staying with us to talk about the Daybell case. So we just watched what I view as pretty typical, what happens on the first hearing when they come in and hear what the charges are, hear the potential sentences. We know that the Mr. Daybell is represented by the attorney. What was your impression?
Impression was it was just a typical, I guess, not even the formal arraignment, just arraignment. They hadn't even entered any pleas at this point. They're going to have the formal arraignment on June 9th. Counsel affirmed and confirmed that he has been retained by Chad Daybell to represent him on the new charges. Again, just a typical arraignment that you would see in the courts.
Right. And so I know we say typical because if you're a practicing lawyer, then certainly you understand that after the indictment came down, there needed to be an arraignment. That's part of the process. So the indictment came down yesterday. These formal charges in the indictment came down. Arraignment was set for today. But one thing, Lara, I'd like to talk to you about is the fact that we know Lori Vallow is also charged with the murder of the two children, and that a continuance of today's hearing was requested. There you have a picture of Lori Daybell present with attorney Mark Means. We know that it was continued. We know that the state objected in the hearing, but we don't have any more information. Give us all an example of a reason why it might be continued from your perspective as a defense attorney.
My guess is that counsel has not been fully retained. Maybe discussions have taken place. Ms. Daybell is considering and wants to hire him. Maybe she hasn't been able to fully pay him. But to me, it looks like maybe that's not been finalized. And that would be the main reason why he would ask for a continuance. Now, there could be other reasons, but to me, that's the one that stands out as the most likely.
And, you know, I know a lot of people outside of the system may say, oh, it's just about money. He just needs to get more money to represent her. But the reality is, attorneys, it's very strict. If you're retained in full by a defendant, then certainly conversations with your client are protected by the privilege. How important is it to have an attorney who's been fully retained and representing you in terms of protecting the defendant's rights moving forward?
Well, I mean, you've got the attorney-client privilege, obviously the confidentiality, and it's important. I mean, initially the attorney probably was retained for the initial charges that didn't involve first-degree murder. There's a huge difference between what was originally charged and what we've got here. And the seriousness of the charges that the Daybells are facing now. And I'm sure they had to go back, and now they've had a prelim. They had to go back. She didn't have the prelim, but they had to go back and say, all right, now we need a new retainer. We're facing different charges. And so that he could commit to her the amount of times the case is going to require. I mean, it takes a lot of time and manpower to represent somebody in a first-degree murder case, and the attorney is going to probably charge accordingly, just to be fair to the attorney and also to the defendant in the case. You want an attorney who's going to be able to represent you, who's going to set aside the time to represent you, and also to keep the sanctity of the relationship, obviously through a retainer that formalizes that relationship.
And I know a lot of people were anticipating these charges, again, conspiracy to commit murder, murder in the first degree against both defendants in the death of the two children. But as to, on your right, the picture of Tammy Daybell, who was married to Chad Daybell, he is the one facing those murder charges. And the significance is, as the judge just read, the potential sentence. They are facing the death penalty if the state chooses to seek the death penalty, and if not, life in prison without parole. So obviously very significant charges have come down in this case. Lara Yeretsian, thank you so much for joining us today here on Court TV. We're going to switch gears a little